What's up guys, Damien here, and in today's episode of Puzzle Spotlight, we're taking a look at the Z-Cube Penrose Cube. So first off, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. You can see that the Colosseum is on the front, and the top, and the back. And now I'm not sure why all of the Colosseum stuff, because the design of the cube was actually inspired by the Penrose triangle. I'll put it on the screen right there, and you can see it's just an optical illusion that looks like a solid shape, but if you tried to build it, it would be impossible. So yeah, I'm not sure why all of the Colosseum stuff. But anyway, you can see the name of the designer here. His name is Antonio Garrido Rubio. He is from Spain, and he's a really good guy. I've had a chance to talk to him on social media, and like I said, he's just a really good guy, and I'm super happy for him getting this puzzle mass produced. But if you want to check out his social media, I'll put his Instagram and his YouTube down in the description, and you can go check it out. But now let's open this thing up and take a look at what it actually is. So here it is. As you can see, it's just a 3x3 shape mod, and it's only slightly modded, but the simplicity I think is what makes it really appealing. As you can see on this edge, and this edge, he's simply just rounded them off and made the two adjoining faces the same color. So you've got a red side, a white side, and a blue side. So there's just 3 colors on this puzzle, but it's still a fairly challenging solve, because as you can see here, you've got 3 of the exact same piece. Blue, white, and blue, white, and it's the same with the red and blue, and the red and white. But I think those are the only repeating pieces. You can see you've got a white, blue, red corner here, and you would think this is the same piece, but it's actually white, red, blue. So you'd have to swap these 2 colors in order for this to be the same piece. So the only repeating pieces are the 3 sets of edges. But now let's scramble this up and see if I can fumble through a solve for you guys. So I'm going to call this a scrambled Penrose cube. Now there might be 1 or 2 places like here where the edge is already connected to its corner, but with all of the repeating edges like I showed before, it's kind of difficult to avoid. So my plan of attack for this is to start with this as my cross face and just build my way up from there. Now it looks like I've already got 2 cross pieces in. If I just do a D2 like that, and you can see they line up. So now what I'm looking for is a red and a white cross piece right here. And here you can see that this face and this face are both white. So we're looking for a curved white edge piece because this whole edge is going to be curved. And there it is. So you can see we've got the cross completely done. Now we're going to move on to F2L. Now you can see that this edge is actually going to be curved, so this corner piece is in its correct place, it's just not oriented correctly. So I will do that until it is, and now it's in. Now this edge got kicked out, but we can just use the beginner's method to put it right back in, and that solves that F2L pair. So now we need a curved white face with a red face on the side, and there it is. So we can put that in just like that, and now we just need a red and a white edge piece to go there. So it's back here. And what I can do is just beginner's method to insert that right there. And now we need a curved white face with blue on the side. So there it is. Insert it just like that. And then insert this blue and white piece with the beginner's method, and that F2L pair is done. So now we're down to our last one, and it's just a typical white, blue, red corner piece with a blue and red edge piece, just like that. So now this is where it starts to get a little funky. As you can see, we've got the whole F2L done, but it looks like we've just got one oriented edge, right? That can't be right. But if you look at the way this edge is designed, it can be flipped and you wouldn't know it. So this isn't oriented, and the other 3 are also not oriented. So what I'm going to do is just the beginner's method OLL to get across. And as you can see, this one flipped, but you can't tell because it's just symmetrical like that. So now when I look at this, I'm going to say that its headlights pointing this way and they're pointing out like this. So sexy, wide sledge, And that didn't do anything. So now I'm going to do a soon. And one more. And there we go. You can see that everything's oriented on the top. So what I'm going to do first is make sure all of the corners are solved. And I got pretty lucky. As you can see, they're already solved. And that's pretty nice. So now all I've got to do is permute my edges. And let's see here. I know that this one needs to go over here. So I'm going to start off with a U-perm to do that. Just like that. And it looks like these two just need to swap. But that's not really the case. Because as you can see, this one and this one are the same. So it's just a clockwise U-perm. And then you're totally solved. So there are some pretty non-trivial things about this puzzle, like noticing that in your last layer, this edge may or may not be oriented, and you can tell just by the orientation of the other edges. And it's the same way with the corners. So this looks oriented, but that does too, so you're not really sure until you get to permuting them. So it's not always a straightforward solve, but it is always fun, and I would highly recommend you guys pick one of these up because they're only $8 right now at thecubicle.us. I'll link that down in the description if you want to pick one up. Like I said, it's a really fun 3x3 mod, and the simplicity is what makes it really interesting. And I think it has a mass appeal. If you're into non-WCA puzzles, this is a no-brainer. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I really hope you did. And as always, you'll hear from me really soon, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.